We welcome you back here to the River City Hardball Podcast presented by DBAT Jacksonville. And what a pleasure it is, as always, to welcome in a couple of friends from the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League. Waz Rollings from Providence and Daytona State on his way there after graduating from Providence. And Coach Jason Hatcher, he's coaching up the Stingrays in his first year as the manager in the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League. Coach Hatcher, appreciate you guys jumping on tonight. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having us, Andrew.
You guys got a dub today. Tell us about the win. 6 runs on the board.
We did. We put up some runs early, and just kind of held on from there. Gave up a couple runs, in the middle of the game, a couple errors, but pitching was good for us. Will Valenti did a good job on the mound, and we brought in 2 closers. Did a really good job to finish it up for us.
I've got to know the first thing. How did you get the nickname Waz? Where did that come from?
It was kind of a baseball thing when I was younger, but it originated. I have an older sister, about a year and a half older than me, and when I was born, she couldn't say William, so she called me Wawaz. And then just my whole life, like my baseball team called me Waz. And then when I transferred to Providence, people only knew me from baseball, so it was Waz. And then it stuck. Like teachers, the principal called me Waz. Like everybody knows me as Waz now.
That's really cool. Well, speaking of Providence, speaking of Waz, you were a big contributor, a big part of that team that made it all the way to the state championship in Fort Myers. What was the run at Providence like this year for you, Waz?
Man, it was a great cap off to a great 4 years. Tommy Boss, Coach Tommy came in, did a great job. Brought in some guys, Daniel Remy. I don't know if you've heard of him. DR Pointers. He's the goat infield coach. He got us all right. But yeah, it was really fun. I expected nothing less from those guys. Got a really talented group of guys, and it was great. The last game didn't go how we wanted it to, but we played our hearts out, and I'm proud of the guys.
Coach Hatcher, for those that don't know, tell us a little bit about yourself, your baseball background, your coaching background, and where you're at now.
So I moved to Florida about 10 years ago from Virginia Beach, Virginia, and I was an assistant coach at Nease High School from 13 to 18, and won a state championship in 17 there. And then I was over at Bartram with Fitzy for the last 4 years, and then got an opportunity to come back to Nease and be the head guy. So just finished my first year as the head guy at Nease, and trying to get that program back to where it needs to be. So,
and tell us a little bit about how Nease is going, how the program is growing under your watch.
It's been good. We had a lot of young players get some playing time this year, which we'll be young next year. We lost 8 seniors, 8 great seniors, great contributors to the program. We'll be young, but this summer league we're doing with my young kids. I got a lot of rising 8th graders and 9th graders that will be coming into the program that I'm really excited about. So the future's bright over at Nease.
I talked to a lot of guys in this league that come from different parts of the country. I was talking to guys from Colorado and California and Georgia and South Carolina, but you guys are here. You're from here. You're in this area. So you've known a little bit about the Coastal Collegiate League a couple of years. Tell me about your experience, Waz, so far in your first year here. I think Waz froze on us a second. So I'll ask you, Coach, how's your first year going as the manager of the Stingrays?
It's been an absolute blast. I had an opportunity to coach some college guys back in the day when I was a younger coach. I really enjoyed being around those guys. It's a little bit different a game. They're a little more wide open. So I got an opportunity. Chris gave me an opportunity to take over the Stingrays this year. I jumped at the chance, and I've had a really great time getting to know these kids and kind of helping them along the way, and just being there for them and helping them out. They basically get out there and play, but I make the lineup and we talk about what we're trying to do and those kinds of things. But these kids are pretty self-sufficient, but they still ask for help, though, which I'm happy to be there to do that for them.
Coach, you see a lot of talent in this league locally and guys from all over the country. Tell us about the talent that's in this CCBL.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I heard about the CCBL. I've had a couple players in the past play in this league, but I never really knew a whole lot about it. But I've been highly, highly impressed with the amount of kids that are out there, the talent that's out there. I'm meeting kids and coaches from different colleges I've never even heard of. And, obviously there's tons and tons of colleges, but, I've met some really good coaches out there, from other colleges and met players from all over, which I think is really cool to have these kids coming in from other states and living here for the next couple of months and, playing baseball. It's what Jacksonville needed. What I'm even more excited about is these rising freshmen getting an opportunity to get some at bats off college guys before they actually go to their school. And I think that's huge in the development of those guys transferring from high school to college, because college is a much faster game. So it's been great, man. It's been a lot of fun.
It is a much faster game, and we'll get Waz back with us in just a second. But Coach, do you have any of your Nease guys on your current team, or anybody that's playing on a team in this league?
I don't currently. I reached out to Jake a while back, but I think he had some other plans this summer before going off the lander. But I will be looking out for other kids in the St. John's Carrier Duval area that are rising freshmen that are looking for a place to play in the summer. I mean, I think what Chris and Fran have done is a great opportunity for these kids. And some of these kids don't really get looked at a lot. To come in here, and I've had coaches here that coach in this league trying to sign kids, and I think that's huge. So,
Waz, you're back with us. Tell me about your experience so far. Your first year in the CCBL. What's it been like?
It's been fun. I'm playing with a few guys that I've kind of known just from being around the Jacksonville area, and I mean, it's a great time. Even when I'm not playing, when I got to sit out, like it's a great time meeting all the guys. Everybody's super chill. I think we have, and our team chemistry is there. Like we'll go hang out on the days. Like we watch pretty much every single College World Series game, and yeah, really the highlight is the guys on the team. It's a great scene. The competition's pretty good too. I haven't really performed too well, to be honest, but that comes with playing with the older guys and getting used to it. So hopefully I can get all that out now and then go be able to turn up in Daytona next year.
Waz, coach was just talking about how much of an experience it is and an opportunity for guys like you that are going from going from high school to college, but now you're getting at bats against college pitchers. I mean, that's got to be kind of a leg up opportunity for you, right?
Yeah, definitely. Even though last year, like when playing with Providence, we faced Parkview, we faced some great arms. This is consistently better pitching, and so it's giving me the opportunity to really like showcase kind of what I've been working on in the beginning of the summer, and it's kind of like lighting me up a little bit, and I'm getting used to it, but hopefully we'll get there.
Coach, tell me about Waz on the field. What do you like about his game? Where do you hope he improves a little bit?
Well, I think the big thing, and Waz will tell you, I think at the plate, I think he's trying to get used to, get back into his swing. Defensively, he's probably one of the best kids I've seen around in a long time. At shortstop, he's money. He did make an error today, a thrown error on a slow roller, but very, very uncommon. He's our money dude over there at shortstop, and he gobbles everything up. He's fantastic out there. And he's hard on himself right now at the plate. He's a great hitter. He lined out deep to center field today, and he's had some good at bats. He's going to figure it out. The kid's going to be a player for sure.
And speaking of that next level, you're going to Daytona State. Tell us a little about your opportunity down in Daytona.
So when I played with Byrne, the coach there was pretty close with Coach Tuma, and he said I'd be a great fit. I went down last fall and practiced with him, and loved the campus, got along with the guys well, loved everything I heard about the program. So they shot me an offer, and I went ahead and took it. And the closer it gets, the more excited I get. I got my friend Aiden Tran going there too from Providence, and I know he's gonna do some great things in the next coming years. But yeah, I'm super excited for it.
Waz, is shortstop where you project at the next level? Where are they thinking about?
As far as I'm concerned, I think so. I would like to. I know I can play. I think I can play anywhere pretty much, but I think shortstop is really where I'm able to shine the most.
Coach, is that where you see Waz at the next level?
Absolutely. He comes against the baseball. He's got great hands. And he's got above average arms. So even in the deep 6-hole, he can throw it across the diamond. I think he's probably one of the best high school shortstops I've seen around here in quite some time. I had an opportunity to play against him this year when Providence came over to our place, and that's the first time I really got to know him and see him. And then having him on my team this summer has been a blessing, having him play short for us, because he makes those plays for us. So, those tough plays. So I definitely seen him be a shortstop, at Daytona.
And Waz, you guys are playing your games at Atlantic Coast, so there's some local familiarity being right at home, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've actually never played there in my career, which is weird, but yeah, it's great getting to, I still get to stay home, wake up early, go lift at the place I lift at, stay home, and then just go to the games. And it's really great.
Final thought with you guys. Again, Waz Rollings and Coach Jason Hatcher from the Stingrays in the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League. First year for both these guys that are Jacksonville area people. And, Coach, tell us a little about what's coming up for you guys. When's your next game? Who are you facing? Tell us about it.
We got a doubleheader this weekend at 11-2 at Atlantic Coast. We'd love anybody that wants to come out, families and friends and, young guys to come out and watch this. It's a great opportunity for young kids to come out and watch these games. I don't know exactly who we're playing. I think we play the Sharks one game, and I think the other game may be against the Dolphins. But it's a great atmosphere. Chris and Fran, like I said, do a really great job, making sure that field's ready and rocking and rolling every in between every game. And we get a lot of parents and a lot of friends come out there and watch, but we'd love to have more come out and support the league. It's a great league.
Waz Rollings from Providence on his way to Daytona State, playing a little summer ball here in Holman, Jacksonville. Coach Jason Hatcher, he's the manager of the Stingrays and the head coach locally at Nease. You guys, really appreciate a few minutes of your time. Great catching up tonight.
Thanks a lot, Andrew. Appreciate it.
Thank you.